Here we are, another video. Now this one here is a Casio GPS satellite watch, and it is brand new, never used, and kept in my shelf for years. So let's unbox it and I'll just show you it. So let's have a look at the top. GPS Global Positioning System watch, and basically this is what it is. Satellite navigation. Let's get the watch out. It's great packaging. Let's have a little look inside here. I love when you get a watch this old and it's impeccable condition. Even the cardboard is pristine. Let's stick this over here. Loads of little bits come inside here. There's like the charger, the lead, the CD-ROM, the connecting lead, and this watch. Let's put it on. Let me just put it on my stand, and I can show you with both hands. So let's take it out from here. Original straps as well. Beautiful. So let's have a little look. I don't really know much about this watch except basically the obvious bits. It's quite a chunky watch though. Look at the size of this. Let me stick it on my wrist and you can have a proper little look. Even the strap is really chunky. Ding ding ding. It's the first time I've worn this. There we are. That's how chunky it is. Let me show you properly. Oh, dear me. 3 little buttons on the side. It's pretty cool, isn't it? It's very chunky though. I like it. Let's stick it on here and I'll show you a more in-depth view. Right, let's have a little look. I'll be honest with you, I don't know much about it, but let's have a little flick on the buttons and see what happens. These are the waypoints. Obviously, I'm just repeating what I'm seeing. Let's press that, see what happens. Actually, let's go to waypoint. My home. Yeah, that's it. Here is a charging point. Well, it's not the charging point, it's the connector. It's really like a pin that goes in here. And in fact, I think that's there. That is a charging point. What does it say? Communicator. So with this watch here, it fits into this little device here, and you can charge the watch up. Let me show you. I'll get it out. Let me show you. It's here. Like I said, this is untouched. Well, I mean untouched, not used. Yeah, that's it. And what happens is this fits in here, so the back of it fits there into a little clip. You can't push it in though, so you've got to push this down. I'll show you how to do it, because if you did buy one of these, then you get it. Right, so what you've got to do is first take this, you see the little pins there, the brass pins, and this side has a little slot. Now the slot fits into this little slot here, so that goes in like this, so it locates it there, and you make sure this is back. But before you see, actually let me show you a better way. So you see this little thing here, this needs to be flapped down so it goes in here. So this goes up first. It's been a while since I've used this watch. I've not used it, but I've got it out of the box. So that locates on here. Now let me just, I use a little screwdriver, but he's a little fiddler. Now this here has to be pushed back. Then this little lever comes down on here. See there? And that holds it, so it allows the brass pins to be shown. And what you do is you push this back. Let me go back. See that? And that is how you charge it. Obviously you've got to plug the plug in. I've got the plug in here, but I don't want to get it out. And the little light comes up there red, and when it's charged it goes green. And that's it. It's, I mean, it's very over the top compared to the stuff we have now. But yeah, this is the second generation. The first one they brought out didn't have a charger. But this one, the battery lasts 10 hours until it needs recharging. And what the watch does is a plotting system. So you plot your journeys, used for hikers and that sort of thing. And to take it out, you simply just press the button and that flips back. But don't forget, you can't just take that out. You've got to flip this little lever here. Let me look. Flip it open. And out comes this. Then you just swap that back. And hey presto. I have had a few of these second hand, and what you've got to watch out for is this. The ones that I had in the past, actually this little lever here broke from here, and you could put it down still, but you want it in good condition. It just flips down like this, and that's the little, that's basically what it is. You can either, I think you can put batteries in here. Let's have a look. I've never opened this. Beautiful. I don't think them batteries will last very long. And also, so once you've used your watch, let's just stick this back over here a minute. So once you've plotted your coordinates and you've got the hiking route, you put it back on that docking station and you plop it in, and on that docking station there's a 9-pin plug and it goes to the back of the PC. Obviously it's outdated now for this computers we have. No such thing as a 9-pin anymore. And yeah, in fact, look, it's on here. I'm going to show you. 9-pin communication port for Windows 95, 98, so it's really old. And basically what you do is you just plot all your areas where you're going to go. Shows you the map on the screen. Pretty smart. Don't forget, this is pioneering technology back then. This is Casio were the first to even bring this out on watches. Now we got them on our phones all the time, but Casio was one of the first, well, probably the first. The first one came out in the 90s, and this one I think came in the early 2000s. This is the prt-2. Global positioning system. Japan made. But this is in fabulous condition. I mean, it's just never been used. This is why I wear my gloves, by the way, because see the grease mark from my fingers. I've had this battery in for a while, you know. I should change it. I'll show you with a I'll show you the light. do like these days. They're quite retro, and because of the condition, it's beautiful. Let's stick it back in here. If you ever want an in-depth view of the watch and what its capabilities are, let me know and I'll do a review. I mean, I've probably got to research it and play around with the buttons, but I don't mind doing that if people want to see that. Stick it over here and stick it back in. It just goes in like that. Then this slides. Here we are. People keep asking what this is in my comments. I'll show you. I'll show you very quickly. So let's put this back. As you can see, look how in beautiful condition this box is. It's just perfect. Let's put this back over here. Right, it was to see what this is. This is let me show you. Let me just put it on here. I'll show you what it does. I'll just get a watch out. I get so many comments. People asking what this is. Let's turn it on. Let me get a watch out. So this is an Accurus watch. Now, if you change the battery and, I don't know, for example, it wasn't working and you think the hands are stuck because it's not been changed or used for a while, you get this machine here, or not machine, like a little silly other thing. Put it on, and when you put the watch here, it sort of pushes the hands around. And you've got fast or slow, put it slow. And this is basically what happens. It just spins it round, so it gets the hands freeing up. And this side, I'll show you what this side does. You can only do this with quartz watches, by the way, not anything else. So you turn that off, and this one here counts the beeps, the pulse. To be honest with you, I don't really understand why you would need that, unless the hand became disconnected from this part here, and you can still hear the pulse working, the mechanism. Yeah, and that's it really. And this here is a battery checker. I'll get a battery and I'll show you. Just a little battery like this. CR32. And you see the little gauge here. You put this flat on the metal part, touch it against, and it just shows you if it's dead or alive. Yeah, that's it. Now you all know. Let's turn this off. Yeah. Right, anything else? Just hit me up in the comments.